Hello everyone and welcome to our class of photo editing with Photoshop, Illustrator, Canva and Lightroom tutorial. So now we are on this chapter number 5 where I'll be showing you guys about image editing for social media in Photoshop. Okay, so we'll be learning about a profile picture, that how you will be able to change the background of your image, how you'll be able to make your image popped up. Okay, then you will be actually inverting the layer. We'll be learning about all of it in detail here in this particular chapter. So let's not waste time and let's get started. So now over here, as you guys can see, now I'm here in the home page of the Photoshop. So the first thing what you need to do over here is let's click over here onto this new file. Otherwise, let's come here and let's open up an image. Okay, so in which I am going to work on. So I will come here and maybe I will just select any kind of image which I want to work with. Okay, so you guys can come here. Let's go to my resource file right over here. If you do want to come down, you guys can come down. You guys can check all of these images. So let's come here. Let's select this one. Let's open it up in my Photoshop. So over here, you guys can see now I do have this particular photo. So now what I want to do is I do want to change the background, and also I want to make it kind of like a profile picture. Okay, so if you do have your Facebook account, if you do have your Instagram handle, okay, in that places how you will be able to put up all of those profile picture. Okay, so I'll be showing you guys about that. So the first thing you need to come here, you need to unlock this one, and over here you need to make a duplicate. So let's click on Control J. Okay, so let's come here and let's click on Control J over here to duplicate, and now come here into this particular duplicate layer, and from here now let's take the selection tool. Okay, so let's come here, and from here let's take the quick selection tool, and now I will try to select this particular part out. Okay, so let's come here, let's try to select this particular part. So you guys can come here and you guys can basically drag this thing out. Okay, so you guys can come here and you guys can actually come here, and if you do want to drag this, you guys can come here and drag this basic thing up. So come here, let's again come down somewhere over here. If you want to do minus, let's click on Alt, and over here you guys can just select this one, and over here you guys will be able to deselect this particular parts as well. So come here and deselect all of these parts over here. Let's come here and let's try to deselect this particular part as well. Okay, so let's come here. Let's go here onto the sides. Okay, so let's come here. Let's go on to the sides over here. Let's come here and let's just move all of this up. So I will come here and I will just remove all of these things up. You guys can just take your time while doing this thing. So over here, you guys can see now I do have a kind of a selection. Okay, so now what I am going to do right over here is I am going to mask this one. So now over here, I will just click on layer mask. Okay, so if I just turn this off, this is how it actually looks. But over here, you guys can see all these edges. Okay, so what I'll do is I will try to fix all of those edges as well. So now over here, let's go to this paintbrush tool. So let's come here and let's try to select this brush tool from here. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, so using Control and plus from our keyboard, I will just zoom in, and let's say over here I want to make some part visible. Okay, so in that case I will come here and I will try to make that particular part visible. So as you guys can see over here on top, I am just trying to make this part quite visible. So you guys can come here, and if you want to do that, you guys can come here and you guys will be able to do that from here as well. Okay, so if you do want to go back, you guys can come here and you guys can just go back as well. Okay, so you guys can come here and you guys can just make this top part over here. So you guys can come here, and if you want to give out this color, you guys can come here and you will be able to give up the background color from here. So let's come here, just give up over here onto the edges. Let's come here and let's keep this particular part quite like this. Okay, so if you do wanna put out any part over here as well. Let's come here and let's just fill that particular part. Okay, so you guys can just fill this one quite like this. So let's come here. Let's give this one up a shape. So you guys can come here and just give this one up a shape. So come here, I will just select this particular part. So now once this is done, basically what I'll do is I will come here and now I will take up another layer. So let's come here and now over here, let's take another new layer. And what I'll do is now I will give this one up a different color. Okay, so I will come here and from here now what I'm going to do is I am going to give this one up a new color. Okay, so I will come here and now I will just give this one up a new color from the color swatch. Otherwise, you guys can come here if you want to give it something lighter. You guys can come here and give this one something lighter. And if you do want to increase the brush size now, you guys can come here and you guys can just increase the brush size now. And now you guys can just come here and you guys can just erase that background. So you guys come here and if you do want to increase it more, you guys can come here and let's say I will just increase this one. So over here, I will just increase this quite over here. Let's go in all the sides. So I will just make the background as pink over here. As you guys can see, now the background over here looks pink. So now once I am done with all of this over here, you guys can see now if I do want to add some shadows, I can basically add some shadows as well. So now once I'm done with this one, what I'll do is I will take my move tool right from here. Now I will select this particular first layer. Okay, so I will just select this particular layer right over here and I am going to put out some effects over onto this. Okay, so let's come right over here and now let's come and put on some effects. Okay, so if you do want to put on some drop shadows and all, so from here, make sure you go over here into the blending options. So I will come here into the blending option and I will go here onto my drop shadow. Okay, so I will come here into the drop shadow and now if I do want to see a preview, I will go to the blend mode. Okay, so let's come here and I will just give multiply and from here now I will be able to select the drop shadow option. So let's come here and from here if you want to see it, you guys can come here and you guys can see it as well. So you guys can just increase the size if you want to increase the distance. Okay, if you want to increase the spread, you guys can come here and let's just decrease the opacity maybe to 35 over here. And now I will just click on OK. So I will just click OK right over here and you guys can see how this image basically looks. So if you come here, let's go with normal again. Okay, so with normal also this one looks quite great. So now I will just click on Control minus. So let's come here. Let's go to this particular brush tool. Let's come here. Let's just put it over here on top as well. So let's come here. Let's put it over here on top. And now again, let's take my move tool. And now what I'll do is I will come here and I will take a elliptical marquee tool. Okay, so if I'm trying to put up a profile picture, okay, so in that case, how I will be able to do it. So now let's come here. Let's take a elliptical marquee tool and now I will create a circle. Okay, so I will come here and I will just create a circle quite like this. And what I can do is I can just come here. Let's go back. So let's come here again. Let's create a circle. So let's come here and let's create up a circle. Let's go here on top. Okay, so come here and if you do want to move it, you guys can come here and you guys can just save it quite like this. Okay, so if you do want to increase the size, again, you guys can come here and you guys can just make up one size quite like this. And now if you do want to move it up over here, you guys can come here and you guys can basically move it up quite like this. So come here and just move it up wherever you want. And now go here into the move tool. Okay, so come here and what you're going to do is you are going to come here and you are going to right click. So come here. So now again, let me select both of these layers. Okay, so I will come here, select this one and with control, I will select this particular layer as well. And now right click, and from here you guys can basically merge both of these layers. Okay, so now over here both of these layers have been merged. So now from here, I can do two things. Okay, so I need to inverse this image. So I can do it with Control plus I from my keyboard. Otherwise, I will go here into the select option, and from here, I will just click on inverse. Okay, so I will just click on inverse and I will just delete this one. And over here now, I will click on Control plus D to deselect. Okay, so over here, you do have the image. Okay, so I will come here and now I will just save this particular image up. Okay, so over here, if you want to give this thing up any shapes, okay, if you want to convert it to a shape, you guys will be able to convert it to a shape as well. Okay, so if you want to do it, you guys can basically do it from here. And also you guys can create a clipping mask. Okay, so you guys will be able to create a clipping mask over here as well. So now let's save this file. Let's go to file. Let's go to export. And now let's go to export as. Okay, so from here, now I am here in the export as option. Now I will transfer this file, okay, into a PNG format. Okay, so I will have the transparent background. So now I'll come here and now I will just click onto this export option and let's rename this file. Okay, so I will name this one as profile picture. Okay, so I will come here, name this one as profile picture. Let's go to my desktop. Let's come here, let's go to my resource file and let's save it right over there itself. Okay, so my file over there have been saved. And now if I do want to save this PSD file, I'll come here, I will click on yes. Let's go to the desktop and from here now let's go to my resource file. And now here also I will name it as the profile picture. Okay, so I will come here, name this one as the profile picture as well, and I will just click on OK over here. Okay, so my file has been saved. So yeah, I hope you guys have understood this class on how you will be able to create or edit an image for your social media handle. I have showed you guys about drop shadow. I have showed you guys about how you will be able to invert your layer and also how you will be able to actually crop out your image and give this one up a different background. So hope to see you all in the next chapter. Till then, take care and goodbye everyone.